Hello, Exhale Breathe family. Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing this Saturday evening, afternoon? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Just want to start by saying, um, I'm so grateful to be here with you all this afternoon. Um, it's just a good feeling to still be able to be here before you, sharing my life, my story, in hoping to encourage, motivate someone. So let's get into it. Small recap from last Saturday. We still on accountability and looking at ourselves and doing the work that is required for us to become the best version of ourselves. And in doing that, the world gets to have a small piece of a better place to be in, right? Because you and I are working on being better people. Um, you know, something I've been hearing here lately or seeing on different social media platforms, people are saying, stop living in the past. Leave your past in your past. The past don't have a place. And I want to say, sometimes that's way easier said than done. And I say that because sometimes in life, when you have been stuck, right? Stuck, stagnant, seem like you keep going through the same cycle. You keep repeating the same things. You keep going through the same things. You have to find out the why. And in majority of the time, the why is connected to the past. And so when I hear that, I get it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a bad thing. But at the same time, you have to add context to that. So, good example, me right now, regurgitating my past, reliving my past through these videos, telling my story about my past in order to heal, in order to identify what the whys of why I keep repeating the same cycles, why I keep doing the same things. And for me, it's even deeper. Why do I keep getting in relationships? And not just romantic relationships, mind you. Like, I've had some friendships that I thought was solid, solid, not be solid. Um, and so, uh, well, let's go a little further. Even family relationships that I thought were solid wasn't solid, isn't solid. And that's why I'm on this journey, so that not only am I helping other people, I want to help myself. And the only way, okay, not even the way that God told me that I will help myself and get my healing is to tell my story. Yeah. As painful as it is, as crazy as it may sound, as deep as it may hurt, I got to tell it, the good, bad, and the ugly. And it's okay because God is with me. God is walking with me to um, get through this. And so sometimes, a lot of times, actually, you do have to go back into the archives of the past and revisit some things to get a understanding, to look at patterns, behaviors in order to change. Change how you move, how you think, how you act, right? And like I keep saying, I have a long way to go, you know. But I'm glad that I made the choice and the decision to listen to God, not to no one else, but listen to God. And He didn't tell me it was going to be easy. He didn't tell me that by doing this, everything was going to be perfect. He didn't tell me by doing this that all my loved ones going to be in line to love on me and take care and protect me. He didn't tell me that when I need a real shoulder to cry on, that I will have people to do that, that will do that for me. None of those things. He just said, do it. And I'm here. And so as you deal with your past and you confront it, don't feel bad, don't feel guilty for it, because some a lot of times you have to go back and replay all the things. And like I've said in some of my earlier videos, sometimes if you don't go back to the past, you don't even realize how much stuff you done buried, how much you done just pushed down to hide. It's you not intend you was never intending to hide it, but because you've gone through so much, some things are more painful, more heartbreaking, more sadder, more than some of the things that you push down, or at least you think, right? And then you come to realize, like, you start talking about that past stuff and you find out and you realize, wow, that happened. This person did that. Wow. I remember this person saying this to me. I remember them doing this to me. And then you get to really start your healing, because you get to really understand. You you get to take notes of all the things that has happened in your life. You're not going back to your past to stay there or to use it as a crutch, but a mere window. Not a window, I'm sorry, a mirror, a reflection. Because whether you want it to be or not, it is a part of who you are. Everything about your life that has happened, you have done, is a part of your life. I was talking to a young lady mm, about 2 weeks ago, and her boyfriend had just had a baby by another chick, right? And the chick, the girl that had the baby, wanted her dad to come to the hospital, but the boy didn't want the dad there because the dad don't like the boy, right? And so I was, I'm listening, I'm asking why, why they don't like the boy. What do they know about the boy? What have the boy done to make them not like him? And the girlfriend was like, they don't even know him. But he went to jail, and um they looked him up, and that's why they don't like him. And so she went on to say, but that's not even who he is. They just going off of what they read um offline or whatever. And I said, so did he do whatever he was in jail for? She was like, yeah. I said, well, that's who he is. That's a part of who he is. Yeah, he may have changed, but one thing that I know for a fact, anything you do good or bad, you're capable of doing it again. Because if you did it that time, who's to say you won't do it again? Right? And I proceeded to tell her, well, it is who he is. Not saying that he hasn't changed or can't change, but it's definitely a part of who he is. And some people sometimes can't seem to get around who you used to be. No matter what you do, no matter what your behavior says, no matter what your your who you presenting is presenting to the world and to people, right? Some people just see you as who they see you as, and it's a lot of time it's nothing you can do for those type of people to get them to see you in a different way, and that's okay. Like, it's okay, because again, you can always change. And your change has nothing to do, shouldn't anyway, have nothing to do with someone else. I used to always tell my kids, some of my the patients and um people I work for with, you know, you are your reason. Hold on, let me go back. Let them be the reason, but you are the purpose. And I know that you'll be like, what? Yeah, I'm always going to be the purpose for why I do what I do. My children now are the reason why I um, put forth such an effort. But ultimately, it's about me. They can be my motivation, but I'm my reason. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know. It wouldn't come to me to save my life just then, but it just did. It came like it needed to. And I love that because I'm going to show up for me. I'm going to do the work for me. And in that, right, when you do that, the people that are supposed to be around, the people that you're supposed to touch, the people that you're supposed to have an impact on, that's who you will. So what I'm learning is not to get so caught up in worrying about what other people think or feel I should or shouldn't be doing, or how I ain't changed or whatever. Because I know me. I know me better than anybody else know me. And you know you better than anybody else. And with that, we get to grow. We get to grow and reflect on our past so that as we pursue our future, It'll be better. It'll be better. I wonder sometimes about myself, like, will I ever fully heal? Would I fully ever be better? You know, and then I have to be reminded that I am who I am, and that is perfect and good in God's sight. No matter what I've gone through, no matter what I've done, when God sees me, He already knows and He loves me just the way I am. Yes, He wants me to lean and depend on Him wholeheartedly. He wants me to follow His instruction, but He loves me even when I don't. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Because, like I said, it's a lot of people that walked away, turned their backs, that I thought was solid. Always will be there. And I can't even pick up the phone to call them. And honestly, don't want to. Don't even want to. Because, you know, in every relationship, platonic or romantic, I give you opportunity to get it together. And once you make the choice that you don't want to, once I free you, you freed. Yeah. And only God will be able to open that door back up. And that's the part for me that I'm grateful for and I'm thankful for, that I know that God will. If it's meant, God will do it, no matter what I'm talking. But I trust Him. I trust Him. And I know as long as I trust God, even if someone has to return into my life and I have to let them in, I know it's for a bigger purpose. And it's attached to my purpose. So, whatever you do, while we're on this healing journey, remember, God should always be first. And we have to let God do what He gonna do and stop fighting against it, including me. So, as I close, I want to thank you all that has watched, that has stopped by, that has shared, liked, subscribed, even left a comment, to keep on pushing, keep going, don't give up, keep watching, keep praying. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. So Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you on next Saturday if the Lord say the same. I'm grateful and thankful for you all. Let's continue to heal one day at a time. Bye for now.